xQc.
I love babies. I'm so excited for this episode.
Yeah, Kendra, I don't think I'm ready to be a father.
But you already get some awesome apparel. Check out our winter collection,
Don't
guys.
you
It's
dare
almost
skip
sold
my
out.
message.
At our
Hyperdan's
online
game
store.
feels
You can look
good
like
when
this.
TTS is cheaper in EU.
Okay.
Or this. Or this. Or this.
Please
And
stop.
even this.
Please stop. Please stop.
So, guys.
I asked my partner to consider having an abortion.
Wait, whoa! All teen dads. Jesus.
3, 2, 1, go.
See the strat. Hey, dude. We're not even past the first question, dude. Give it a chance, yo. We're not even past the first question.
I was excited when I found out I was going to be a dad. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay,
It was a
dude.
mix of excitement and, just, I was a little scared. It changes your whole life forever. I mean, everything about your life just flips upside down.
I planned my pregnancy. I planned my baby. When I was little, I would always take care of my little brothers, my little sister. My parents would be working, my mom would be working. My parents obviously weren't together. Yeah, I feel like I've been ready as a young age, and I've always wanted to have a kid at a really young age. I don't know why, but it's just, I knew I wanted to be a father.
For me, I was really excited because my girlfriend already had a baby, so we were trying to get pregnant. So the moment I saw the positive on the pregnancy test, I was pretty excited.
What?
But obviously, everyone's nervous.
The day that we found out about the pregnancy was 3 days before I left for college, and so it really wasn't positive at first because I was just scared about what was going to happen with me going to college and like what our plans were for the future, because nothing seemed to like fit. We had a certain way that
That's
it was
unlucky.
going to be going, and then it all just kind of changed instantly.
My family approves of me having a child at my age. 3,
They're all gonna say no.
go.
Dude, what's happening?
My family's actually very excited, and they were the first people we told because we were kind of too scared to tell anyone else at the time. My mom had my older brother at a very young age, and I don't know, I've just always been able to connect with kids.
Yeah, so just like you guys, my mom and dad actually had me at a young age too, but I think for me it was harder to tell them because they worked so hard, to prevent me from going on the same path as them. My mom worked in multiple jobs to support me and my sister, and it was the hardest telling her because I didn't want her to feel like she failed. Yeah, she'd done so much for me and allowed me to get a good education, go to university, but in the end I still repeated the same mistake, so it was definitely hard telling her.
When I told my dad that Laura was pregnant, we weren't talking actually. Like he had kicked me out of the house, and I hadn't talked to him for a couple months. And I texted him and I was like, you're gonna be that grandpa that's not around. And I think that really woke him up, and he came around and supported me.
Wait,
my mom and
that woke him up. Wait, that woke him up.
me, we're like the same person.
What about?
So she knew it was gonna happen. I asked her to go out to breakfast.
I'm so confused, dude.
When we pulled out the
I'm so
pregnancy
confused.
test, she was like, I fucking knew it.
Me and my mom, we had a really strong connection too when I was young.
You are my
Well,
love.
when I was
Good
in
time
school
for
and,
you. I hope
living
it
under
is
her roof.
enjoyed.
But I guess like once she
Thanks,
found
Audrey,
out
for that
about the
fun
pregnancy, I expected her to be very excited. But once I saw her reaction, like it's just,
Poggers.
like that same morning she was saying, no, if you ever bring me a kid, you're gonna get out of here. You're gonna do your own thing. You're gonna find your own way. Now, like I kind of feel bad, but like my kid's not really around my mom.
10,
My
9,
family was not
8,
very supportive of
7.
it, definitely at first, but as time went along and as the babies were here and everything, they became more okay with it. It was just that they had big plans for me, my parents, and they wanted me to go to 4 years of college and get a degree and then maybe continue on. And they saw this as something that would kind
Wait, how
of
many does he
derail
have?
that plan and change it.
I was educated on birth control methods before becoming sexually active.
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
See, when you say
No, nope, guys, I don't agree. Guys, you know why I don't agree? Because either you know or you don't. You don't kind of know. It's kind of like, dude, are you alive or are you dead? Dude, in between. No. What? I'm confused.
when you say birth control, I think of it more like towards the women's part, because I know towards the guys, it's just condoms, that's it. I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know how to use one. You know, you got to learn on your own. I can say that I learned all that once I got with my wife. Once we already had our kid, that's when I already knew about the whole birth control and all that stuff.
Me and my wife definitely knew about all of them. I just don't think that we cared very much if we did get pregnant, so we didn't really use them, you know. So yeah, you know, we knew about condoms, and she was on the pill, but then she stopped taking the pill, and you know, it just went from there.
Yeah, the only class I ever took was in middle school, just for one class. It wasn't even for like even a month. It was just for a week.
Hey xQc, you are one of the only people that have helped me get through relationship issues. Getting cheated on was really hard for me, but you made me laugh the pain away. You have been one of the most influential people in my life. I love you, xQcL.
Oh, what then? Sorry, chat's being a little edgy today.
3, 2.
Okay, can we reset this?
Partner to consider having an abortion. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, white shirt guy's gonna do it. Yeah. Guys, I feel like this is like the only honest guy in the whole bunch.
If you knew what you were getting yourself into by having relations, or you knew what could have came from that, you shouldn't consider abortion, or you shouldn't consider it as one of your options. If you know what you're doing and you know the risk you're gonna take, I feel like you should just, you know, stick through it.
Personally, I have nothing against abortion, but in my case, you know, it was something that, it was a choice that I couldn't live with. You know, I think that life itself is precious.
We have to consider all of our options. I mean, if I'm gonna bring my child into this world, I don't want them to be basically just behind at the get-go. You know, I don't want them to be born into a household where I can't, you know, pay to feed them. I let her know, like, you know, if we're gonna do this, we need to be fully committed. We need to be ready to give, all your attention goes from you to them.
If you change your mindset to working hard and you put yourself down the right path, you can definitely make anything happen. Yeah, they might come in behind, like you said, but you can always get them ahead.
At the time that we found out, like, I was about to go to college. I was like moving away from home, and my girlfriend had plans to go to college and leave the state and travel and do all these things. And
Imagine being married
I
at
talked to her
19
about
fucking hell.
abortion and adoption, about other options, like what we might choose to do, because it was just a stressful time trying to figure out like what we were gonna do for money before either of us had any college education or anything.
I have a good relationship with the mother of my child.
Uh-oh.
3, 2.
Here it comes.
These guys didn't even know what a fucking condom was, yet they are supposed to take care of a child better.
I'm gonna say that I have a good relationship
dude.
with the mother of my child, because one, we're married.
Guys,
We still got bumps in the road
this
now.
episode is a walking cap, dude. This is a cap.
Now, you know, moving
Are
all
you
the way
kidding me?
across the country away from her family. But I think that, especially now, before going on any deployments or anything like that, is the time to make it stronger. And I think that's what we're doing.
I had moved in with my baby's mom, and it was a very stressful time because we had just gone from having 0 babies,
Second
obviously,
month
to having 2
xQcL.
little infants. We
2 demons! 2 of them! Oh,
broke
dude,
up after a
I'm
little
done with
bit,
this.
and we're working on our relationship now. We have select times that each of us will like watch them. Like I watch them while she goes to school,
Jesus,
and
isn't
each
it?
person gets their own time to do what they want to do instead of just being surrounded by babies 24/7.
I considered not being a part of my child's life.
That Tyler guy looks like
Guys, listen.
Happy 17 months.
Guys, listen. Listen. If they lie to this, I will be done. They all at least thought about the idea for half a second. They all did it.
3,
It's you know.
1, go.
Fuck off! I'm done.
I think that that's the shittiest thing you can do. Just first of all, get somebody pregnant, and per se ruin their future. You know, if they had something planned like college or something like that.
Hey
But
xQc, it's
to
been
not
3
only ruin
months
her
and
life,
I just wanted
but
to say
then
how
the
much
life
of an
that
amazing
you
streamer you
caused,
are. I love
I
coming
think
home
that
to watch you. You put a
some
smile
shitty
on my
thing.
face.
Yeah, as soon as I
Could
found
I
out
get
that
a
my
welcome
girlfriend
to
was
the
pregnant,
jungle as I didn't get
I
one
quit football right
xQcL?
away. I wanted to spend all my time that I have towards
Welcome
her.
to Germany.
This is
because
why
I
the
didn't want her
divorce
doing
rate
it
is so
alone.
high cause
Like-
we have
like he said, if you-
19-year-old maulding Tyler over
Okay.
here getting Sarah across the farm pregnant and creating little Pepega spawns.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wanted to spend all my time that I have towards her because I didn't want her doing it alone.
Like he said, if you create life, then you should be a part of that baby's life and that kid's life growing up. Whether or not you're with the mother, I just feel like the kid deserves that fatherly
13
figure
months
in
of
their
the
life.
juice.
And you
Love
see so
chat
many fathers who
xQcL.
come back to that child's life, and that child doesn't want to see them no more because like, where have you been this whole time? And I don't want to feel that pain. Like that must hurt a lot. Wanting to see your child that you weren't there for in the beginning. So
Not only that, but even if they do want to see you, you don't know what they like. So
Hey,
it's like
fuck, you did.
pizza or spaghetti or something, and they're like, I don't like this. I think that would suck.
I knew that I needed to be in my kids' life and my kids needed me in my life, but it was just difficult in the beginning because I didn't have many influences or people saying that it's a good idea. Pretty much everyone around me was saying like it's a bad idea or like
Happy
it's
21-month
bad, other
wide
than the
hard love
baby's
you
mother.
chat.
And so
Heart.
it was a really hard time, but I knew that I needed to be there for them.
Hold up.
Flipping.
I am able to financially support my child.
Oof, that's a tough one.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's gonna be like
So all
half
these
of-
dudes busted a nut in their girl and said, Plan B? No, fuck that.
For me, I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity that we have in
I love
a
you,
YouTube channel
Felix.
because we have that revenue to where we can make even a savings account for our children.
The path I chose, like I want to go to law school, and that's
Does
a lot
this
more
Tony
years. Like I won't
guy
be able to
have alopecia
financially
or just
support
the worst
a
haircuts
child
in
for a little
existence?
while. So without the help of my family and my girlfriend's family,
I love men.
I wouldn't be able to be doing this.
yeah, for me, I was working at I am still working at a church, but it's only one day out of the week, so I felt like that wasn't enough.
3 months
But now I'm
xQcL.
working 2 part-time jobs. But yes, in the beginning it was difficult, and it just feels horrible, like your mother having to pay for diapers or wipes. Or
I
You gotta
don't
get
know
money
if
from
I
other
can
people.
But
request
now
vids, but
I'm just
please
trying
watch
to
this,
make
it's
money
funny.
however I can. Yeah.
Raising a child, that's a whole job in itself, So
Yeah.
trying to go to school on top of that, work, go to school, raise a child, you're doing military, YouTube, all that. It's time consuming.
Yeah, and you want to spend like all the time you have with your kids.
Yeah,
but
and
you
then being
have-
away, it's hard.
Yeah.
You really have to
Imagine
make
being such a
sacrifices.
simp
Wait,
that when you finally
Chat-
get some, you don't have the ability to pull out.
This is kind of
because
an
you
odd
don't know when
haircut.
You're gonna get it again.
I'm confused. The hairline stops there, but then the
Funny
haircut is
how
above
chat
it.
acts like they were planned little.
It's like a
dicks. Oh
double
God,
decker.
I bet half of you were an accident because your dad.
Guys,
was
it's a
too
double
lazy
decker
to pull
haircut.
out lol.
Yeah.
You really have to make sacrifices somewhere.
Fucking
to
simpandies.
be
If you
financially
get a
stable,
girl pregnant, you need to bust
get
out
the
the
things
coat
you want.
hanger.
Part of those sacrifices is losing time with your family.
Yeah, this Friday I got invited to like a senior party, just seniors and
Gonna
stuff like
go.
that. And the temptation is that you want to have fun, but I instead of doing that, I had dinner with my family.
Hi Dad, I
And-
love
and then,
you xQcL.
now that
Maybe
I
one
think of
day
it,
I
it's
can
way,
get
way
your
better,
juice.
I feel
Okay.
judged by others for being a teen dad.
Well, dude.
Tyler
3,
saying he can support
2,
a child yet
1.
he can't afford a decent haircut. Lol.
I don't focus on the negativity. Like I'm always positive, but a lot of my friends in football, they judge me. Oh, you got, they will call out my girlfriend names. You got that bitch pregnant, or you got, this and that. But I noticed that those friends weren't even friends at all. They're
True.
making a joke out of me, but I didn't let it get to me. I know what is most important, and that is, being there for my family.
Ever since I was a kid, I would always hear, you need to go to college, you need to go to school, you need to finish school, you need to get a job, this and this and that.
Well, that's kind of true.
And it sucks because, like you want to be able to prove them that you can do it, that you're going to be able to graduate. And I know, like, I can still do it no matter what. But I know that I'm also getting judged from some of my family members, some of my friends.
I'll be in class and I'll meet new people, and we were like, oh, let's go to a study session. I'm like, oh no, I can't. I got to go back home and go back with my kid. And they kind of just look at me. They're like, oh, like you have a kid. Like, oh, just like when is he gonna drop out? Or when is? There's a lot of stereotypes with that. Like, you know, it changes minds.
He asked, I would like to sincerely apologize for saying an incredibly insensitive word in your chat. This is my 5th time donating and I would absolutely love if you consider unbanning me.
Dude,
I am truly
mods,
sorry.
Mods, check his logs. I don't think so, dude.
Great day, xQcL.
Guys, it's probably a scar, man. Chill out, man. He's not modding.
I don't really care what people think, so I don't really feel anything about what they say. Like, you know, if we're at like the store or something and people are staring,
hey,
I just stare right back.
Can we get a
like,
walking
fuck you staring at?
Video?
And then just walk away. Because, I mean, what are they going to do that's going to impact my life? Nothing. Because I'm doing something that's impacting theirs. I don't really give a fuck what people think.
Honestly, my favorite question is, oh, where's her mother? Like, where's her dad? Right here.
Demons! Demons! Hell no! I'm out! I'm out, dude.